So one of the questions I had for you is marriage advice. I'm getting married in January.
What?
Getting married and I only take relationship advice from married people.
Oh, of course.
Because you got like
who else would you take it from?
Well, everyone on TikTok wants to take dating advice and marriage advice from two 16-year-olds that have been together for 20 days.
Actually?
Oh, all the time. Yeah, everyone's asking everyone on social media, or they're watching dating relationships.
I bet they're writing their own vows
social media
too.
It's so bad.
It's inventing it whole
It's
cloth.
bad.
Yeah.
So if you had some marriage advice, what would be your greatest piece of marriage advice?
I have two pieces. Well, one observation, one piece of advice. The foundation of marriage, a single critical piece that will determine the health, prosperity, happiness of your family or children. Does the wife respect her husband? So men are required to love their wives. Women are required to respect their husbands. And I do think loving your wife is easier than respecting your husband. And because men have a pretty low threshold for love, I'm not going to be more specific, but that just kind of comes naturally. She smells good. I love it. Respect for your husband is harder to win, but it's absolutely critical. And when a wife respects her husband, she gives him the strength I just described. She gives a sense of security, invulnerability to the children. Everything's okay between mom and dad. Therefore, everything is okay, period. And that is where the peace in a marriage comes from, is that respect. And it has to be given and also earned. She has to give it, he has to earn it. And so that is the critical thing right there, in my opinion. And there are a lot of factors in our society that make it hard for that to exist, which is why so many marriages fail. And I believe that after, just for the record, 35 years married, 41 years with the same girl, watch carefully, and that's what I've concluded. But my one piece of marriage advice has to do with children, and it's really simple. And there are all kinds of complex marriages, and like you find yourself in places where you didn't expect to be, and especially if there are drugs or alcohol involved, it's a very, very different thing. But for people who are facing just the normal challenges, which are mostly about money, that's the biggest challenge. Everyone's like so caught up in sex and everything's fine. You don't have problems there. Money puts massive stress on marriage. Ask any married couple. And in a normal marriage, facing normal stresses like the ones I just described, the critical mistake that people make is they focus on the children instead of each other. And for the obvious reason, children have immediate needs. They're not long-term needs. I have to pee. I'm hungry. Will you play with me? Like, this is not long-term stuff. It's like right now. You love your children. That's organic. Only a freak doesn't love his kids. It just comes naturally to you. Even the hardest-hearted person loves his kids. Stalin loved his daughter. Just, you can't help it. So it's really easy. And that's all great. It's all designed by God to make you into a decent parent. But the trap is if you use your children as an escape from your spouse. And I am just amazed after all these years of living with the same woman every single day, waking up with the dogs and the same girl every morning for all these years, how hard it is for men and women to understand each other. And I'm at like 75% comprehension and really, really trying hard. I'm like a child learning Japanese. Ichi ni san go. Like I'm really trying, right? To understand what my wife is saying. And I know that she's trying every bit as hard. And we get along. We have great communication, relatively speaking, but it's still only 75% because we're different sexes. And the differences are more profound than our society admits. They're all the same. Just you can change at will. That's the biggest lie ever told. It's absurd. Have you ever been married? You don't understand what she's saying. So it's hard. And they communicate so differently. Here's the point of this observation, is that it's so easy for a man to be like freaking crazy, which they are. I mean, obviously, but the craziness is not, it's just on the surface. They actually have something important to tell you. And so many men, and I've done this a million times myself, are like, I can't deal with this. I'm super busy. You're crazy. I don't know what you're saying. I'm going to go be with the kids. If you keep doing that, you will destroy your marriage. You will destroy your marriage. You have to, as the husband who is in charge of the household, period, doesn't mean you're an autocrat or a king or boss your wife around. You'll never boss your wife around. No man is even able to boss his wife around. It's like, they're impossible to boss around. It's not even worth trying. But what I mean by in charge is you have to be the leader. Somebody has to make a decision at some point, and that person is you. She wants that from you. God has ordained that. You were created to be the leader. Sorry, And anyone who tells you otherwise is trying to shirk their duties. I'm not the leader here. Yeah, you are, whether you want to be or not. And if you shirk that, she'll hate you for that. Trust me, she'll hate you.
Yeah.
Man up and listen to what she's saying until you can figure out what it is. And the last thing I will say is as you're getting married, like your wedding's in next month.
Yeah, on the 10th.
Okay, so she's calling you all the time with like, hey, I've got all these decisions. Like, what color do you want the napkins? How many people should be in the pictures? This is happening to you, I know for a fact. I haven't talked to her, but I already know this.
You're a prophet.
I am a prophet. And I've been around a few weddings. So your instinct is always going to be, baby, you got this. I trust you. You got this. You make the decision. You're communicating to her, I have total faith in you. I know you'll do the right thing. You're going to be a great wife, great mother, great at running our household. She hears from you. That's what you're thinking when you say that, because I know you've said that for a fact, because I've been listening to your calls. She is thinking, he doesn't care. He's not interested. Don't say that. What you say is, she said, should we have orange or pink napkins? Say pink, obviously. She'll go, well, I like the orange. And you say, that's absolutely right, orange. We need orange napkins. We don't want pink napkins. We want orange napkins. How many people should be at wedding pictures? You say 15. She'll be like, well, I wanted 12. Yeah, that's right, 12. She wants you to engage. She wants you to make the decision when in fact, she's really making the decision. You'll have this problem with dinner. Let's go to dinner Friday night. Where do you want to go? And you'll be like, wherever you want to go, baby. Whatever you want. And she'll hear, he doesn't care about going to dinner with me. You say, I want to go to the Italian place. She'll say, I hate Italian. I want to go Chinese. And you say to her, Italian's disgusting. We're going to the Chinese place.
I like that.
It's real. It's the most real thing. And you will save so much sadness and drama in your household. She'll totally relax and be like, he's got this. Even though you just repeated her choice back to her. No, for real.
Yeah.
And that's basically marriage in a sentence. You're repeating her choice back to her as a decision.
Wow.
But if you allow her to make the decision, she doesn't want to make the decision. She wants you to make the decision. If you just say you make the decision, all she hears is he doesn't care. He's thinking about golf.
Wow. He's thinking about golf.
Write this on your arm, dude. This is important.
I really appreciate